Hey there, in this video we will be talking about Python types or Python data types. Data type is an important concept. Variables can store different types of data and different types of data can do different types of things. Python has some data types built in by default. There is text type, which is string. There is numeric type, which is integer, floating number or complex number. There is sequence type, which are list, tuple, range. There is mapping type, which is dictionary. There is set type, which is set, frozen set. There is boolean type, which is bool or boolean. And there is binary type, which is byte array, memory view, etc. For now, all we have to know is text type, numeric type, and sequence type. We will also learn about boolean types because we need it all the time. You can get the type of any object by using the type function. Let's take an example. We're going to create a variable named x, which is going to be equal to 5. Now we will print the data type of the variable x. We simply write type and then inside the type function we'll put the variable name. To display it and to give an output, we have to put it inside the print function. And to run the code, we simply press Shift and Enter. We see that the variable x is of type integer. In Python, the data type is set when you assign a value to a variable. Now let us look at some more examples. Now we're going to create a variable named x, which is going to be equal to hello world. After that, we will print the type of this variable. We simply press Shift and Enter and we get the output. We see that the variable x now is of type string. We can change the value of x to be anything. Now let us change the value of x to be a floating point number or a decimal number. So now x is equal to 20.5. Now if we print the type of x, we should get the type float or floating point number. As you can see, we got it. Now let us change the value of x to be a list. If you don't know about list, it's okay. We will cover list in future videos. A list is basically a container that contains an element. Here we have three strings, apple, cherry, and banana. And we assume that x is now a list type. Let us print and see if it is actually a list type. We expect x to be a list type, and let us run this code by pressing Shift and Enter. We see that x is actually a list type. The variable name doesn't have to be x. For this case and for convenience, we are using the same variable x many times, just to prove the point that you can use the same variable x or any variable and change the value whenever you need. X could also be of Boolean type. A Boolean value is basically true and false. If we print the type of x, we should get Boolean type. And we got Boolean type. To get the data types of certain value, you can use something called constructor functions. A constructor function goes something like this. So here you are saying that make sure hello is of string type. You can also make numbers to a string by using the string constructor function. Simply just write x is equal to, or whatever the variable name is equal to the function name, which is in this case str, and put any value inside. Let us put a number 3.4. Now let us get the type of x by writing the print type function, and inside we should put x. If we run this code by pressing Shift and Enter, we get the type str. So now the number 3.4 is no longer a number, it's a text type. We can also use this constructor function to turn any type of variable into another type of variable. Let us try to have a variable name y, and let's make this y into Boolean constructor function, and inside we'll have a number which we want to turn into a Boolean type. So we know that anything that is not 0 could be true for Boolean. Let us print the value of y. We simply write the print function, and inside the print function we put y. And we get that the value of y is actually true. It's no longer 5, but it's a Boolean value which is true. Now if we want to get the type of Boolean value of y, we simply write print, and inside print we put type function, and inside type function we put the variable name. And if we now press shift and enter, we get the type Boolean. So y now is of type Boolean. We will cover more about types later on in the future videos. Thank you.